我是 JKLah， 欢迎回来。那今天呢，我会用一个算是比较直接却无趣的方式呢，来跟你们讨论一下在大学的最后一年、最后一个学期的一些想法以及概念每当我说到这种算是比较严肃却重要性的话题呢，我会选择用英文来跟你们做讨论。Hi guys, the Angmo JKLah is back once again, and I think it's been a while since I last had my casual conversations with you guys. If you did not catch the previous one, I'll just link it like right out here. Unlike my other videos where they are all fun and easy to digest, maybe this one might bore you if this kind of casual conversation is not your thing because it's more real. But if you guys are still here, it means that you're very curious as to why I titled my video as such. I think a lot of you guys have been going about and hearing that, a lot of university kids, right, when they are in the last semester, they say that last sem is the best sem. And honestly, I don't deny that because seriously, take a look at my timetable. This is how it looks like. The only occupied day I have is Monday. Now, the rest of the days are free, which means that I have more time to spend on my external hustles, side gigs, and even make videos like this for you guys. But the things that people don't really talk about in videos on YouTube or perhaps on the more widely known channels which is how stressful it can be, right, if you are in your last and final semester, mentally stressful. It is not because of the timetable and whatever, it's because of what comes after this last semester. Adulting, like it's gonna hit you super duper damn hard. That's why I'm gonna take this chance to talk a little bit more about this adulting, which is probably I would say it's probably one of the hardest phases or one of the biggest obstacles that every single one undeniably, inevitably,
I am inevitable,
would have to go through. Without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right in. The thing about adulting is you jump in to a bottomless pit where you have no idea what the hell you are jumping into. And honestly, I am literally in these shoes right now. If this resonates with you, then you should continue watching. Now, after you graduate, you've got literally 3 paths. Okay, number 1, you're going for a full-time job. And honestly, when you sign up for any full-time job, you have no idea what are you in for, what is the career progression, and is this pay underpaid or is this decent, right? A lot of research needs to be done. Number 2, some of you guys who are watching this might decide to further your studies, pursue a higher education. You can go for masters, PhD, whatnot. If that's your choice, great. Honestly, the world needs more people like you guys. And last but not least, I think there are people, a minute few of you guys, because maybe due to the hype of this recent trend, right, where entrepreneurship is the thing, the government is even pushing this out so extensively. If you are going to start your own business, that's all the more stressful because why? You need capital.
开拍了 ！Hello， 大家好，我是大杨，广告时间到喽！你们是不是大学生啊？是不是在寻找实习的机会呢？如果是的话，不妨试试 MatchHub 这个平台。这个平台可厉害了，运用人工智能就能快速帮你找到实习的岗位哦。OK， 现在大家要回去工作了，拜拜。
So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in as to why I titled my video as such. Videos that I still watch in 2021. Now, I'm going to categorize all the videos that I've watched, right, into 3 broad categories. Maybe not videos, but more like channels that I still watch. Now, the first base category is videos that I used to watch. The second category is videos that I still watch. And finally, the last category is videos that I started to watch. Okay, so let's just jump right into the first category, right smack at the bottom. Videos that I used to watch means that I no longer watch these videos. Maybe I still do, but not as consistently. I think most Singaporeans or locals, right, you would definitely have heard of the 3 big YouTube channels: TSL, Night Owl Cinematics, and of course Wild Bananas. For me, I don't watch Wild Bananas that much, but NOC as well as TSL, I do watch their videos quite consistently in between my study break in the first 2 years. I don't deny that their content is fun and really engaging, but maybe recently I've just jumped out of the hype and this kind of content really isn't my thing anymore. It's just a personal feeling that it is getting very stagnant and it's getting very repetitive, which honestly, when I watch content, I like new inspiration, new ideas. Now, I think last year, right, because it's 2020 and that was where COVID really hit shit hard. A lot of people are working from home. That means more time and that means more content creation. A lot of you guys would have heard of Sneaky Sushi, YOLO, as well as Rishi. I think they are really great channels. Unlike the regular 3 that I mentioned, the NOC, TSL as well as Wild Bananas, right? These videos are built on sarcasm, but again, it is interesting to me right smack at the start. It's like, oh my god, this is fresh content. But over time, right, as they repetitively do this style of video, it becomes not my thing again. I think it's just me, but I don't like to watch contents that are built fully on sarcasms. Okay, moving on to videos that I still watch. Now, this type of videos, right, has 3 main points in common. Number 1, it is engaging throughout the video. Number 2, the ideas are fresh, so it's not repetitive. And number 3, the delivery is clean. And I think that's what makes an engaging video. The delivery has to be clean, then that's why you will watch from the start to end. I'm not sure if my delivery is clean, I'm still improving. These are the 3 points that I actually forked out and filtered out, which I think is very important. I think that these 3 skills, right, doesn't only apply to videos, it actually applies to real life presentation as well. If you are able to deliver something, right, such that even the layman can understand, that is honestly a skill on its own. I've been receiving comments asking, where did you pick up your Chinese? So I think I'm going to first recommend some of these Mandarin channels that I watch. You know the saying goes, right, you are what you eat. Honestly, for me, you are also what you watch. I literally watch more Chinese content than English ones. I actually watch a lot of Malaysian YouTubers. So names like Bryson, he is amazing. Like, to be very honest, at his age, he's able to create such captivating videos that probably, honestly, after looking at all his edits, right, wow, my edits is really nothing compared to that. I can tell you that he probably spent a lot of time doing this edits. Number 2 is my favorite YouTuber that's out there. I think he's really underrated, and I really learned from him a lot. The way he hosts, the way he presents himself in front of the camera. So this guy's name is called Hey Pi Pei Yong, as well as Liu Kai Xiang Bryson. So these are the 2 YouTube channels for Chinese Mandarin that I really recommend if you would like to seek to improve your Chinese. If you are really a die-hard local fan, right? Under NOC, they have a subsidiary channel called Sugar Melon, 帅哥媒人. Okay, this one honestly, their Chinese standard is not as good as the Malaysian one. I'm so sorry. But at least it's somewhere to start if you really want to support local content. Other than that is one place where you can start. Then after that, moving on. Okay, I know mainstream media is probably not a thing now. Mediacorp, no, but whoever watches that, like... But there's this series that I would highly recommend, which is called 全听你说. Take note of the way Quan Feng presents herself and the way she takes care and really dwells into the story of her guests. That takes like years of practice, which is like amazing lah. Any episodes work, okay, because I think she really performed flawlessly for the entire series. It's something that y'all really can consider. Next, his content is really built on like productivity, which is something that I really adore. It's called Daniel Tamago. This is one of the channels that you can consider if you have yet to watch it. So, moving on, I'm done with the first 2 categories. I'm gonna move on to the last and final one. Now, these are the videos, right? Honestly, I have never popped into them in the first 2 years of university. 3rd year, started to come in, and then now, like really more recently, then I really full horsepower into this. Now, the reason why you all watch videos, right, is number 1, because it's entertaining, or number 2, it is informative, and this lies right smack in the category of very informative. So without further ado, these are the 3 channels. Number 1 is Ali Abdal. If you haven't heard of it, it's quite big of a channel. Number 2, wow, this one I only honestly recently discovered, and after watching his first video, I just subscribed right away. The reason why I actually caught this video, okay, let me just say the name first, it's called Chicken Genius Singapore. It's because I just received this thing right here. Income tax return. The first time I see this, it was so stressful. I don't know what to do, and then I just went online and searched about all these things. Like, oh my god, because of all these side hustles and stuff, need to pay income tax. But luckily, I went online and searched and stuff, and this was one of the videos that came out, Chicken Genius Singapore. His channel really teaches you about all this investing. Either you're an active investor or you decide to be a passive investor that only looks at the long run, which is honestly what he's trying to preach across. Now, you don't have to fully agree with whatever he says, but I think that the points that he brings across are fully logical. Okay, maybe to some extent there's a little bit of biasness. You need to exercise your own cautions there, but this is something that you really can consider watching if you have not started on this thing called investing. The next channel, or the last one that I recommend, is Kelvin. Is it Kelvin? Kelvin Learns Investing. So you realize how the contents that I've been watching over the years, right, literally made a paradigm shift from entertainment all the way to knowledge-based videos. And I think in the long term, right, the videos that really would sustain is this knowledge-based videos. For my channel, personally, I am aiming to grow towards this direction of being knowledge-based. So you guys, when you invest time to watch my videos, right, there's something you take away with. I hope this video, as you're watching this, right, gave you some insights. I think that this are self-improvisation videos are the kind of videos that would push humanity to the next level.
To infinity and beyond!
So yes, sorry for being so deep and so different from my previous video styles, but hey, always seek to improve, always seek to innovate, always seek for growth. And once again, this is JKLah. If you guys need a recap, you can go back to the timestamps. I'm gonna leave the timestamps in the description box of this video. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And I hope it has benefited you guys for watching this. I'll see you guys in the next video.